Welcome everyone to today's video, where we'll be showcasing the transformation journeys of multiple patients. So, let's begin with the journeys of our first patient and see how their hair transplant surgery transformed their appearance and boosted their confidence.
Hello viewers, today we have a case of a 28-year-old patient dealing with the significant challenges of Norwood grade 7 baldness, an advanced stage where the hairline has completely disappeared, leaving the frontal area, mid-scalp and crown extensively sparse. This level of hair loss has had a considerable impact on his appearance, prematurely aging him and affecting his self-confidence. However, one promising factor in his situation is a dense donor area, offering hope for a successful hair restoration journey. After a thorough scalp examination, our experts planned 2 hair transplant sessions for him because of the advanced stage of baldness, and crafted a custom-shaped hairline according to the patient's facial features, keeping the hairline slightly lower in the middle and at a precise distance of 7 cm from the glabella point. According to the planning, the remaining affected area was also outlined, which would be restored in the first hair transplant session. During the procedure, our experts implanted single and thin hair follicles in the hairline zone to create a natural and soft look. In the frontal area and mid-scalp, to add volume and density, our experts implanted double and triple hair follicles. The crown region was reserved for a second transplant session to complete the restoration process. In this initial session, a total of 5,000 grafts were skillfully extracted from the patient's robust donor area and implanted to achieve optimal coverage and fullness. One month post-transplant, when our patient visited the clinic for his follow-up PRP session, our experts noticed 40% shedding in the transplanted region, a natural part of the healing process. In this period, his donor area has also healed completely. Three months post-transplant, the shedding phase had been completed and the follicles transitioned smoothly into the growth phase. The new hairs were beginning to emerge, gradually adapting to the natural texture of his existing hair. We are looking forward to seeing significant growth and density in the coming months. Five months post-transplant, noticeable mature growth had developed, creating the appearance of a full head of hair from the front. His defined hairline was already enhancing his overall look and boosting his confidence. In the frontal area and mid-scalp, approximately 70% growth was visible, though still in its early thinner phase. This promising progress marks a strong start towards full thickness and volume. Six months post-transplant, the progress was noteworthy and became more mature in comparison to the 5 months results. His hairline became even more defined, perfectly framing his facial features. The frontal area and mid-scalp now boasted voluminous growth, with a seamless blend of transplanted and natural hair. This transformation not only enhanced his appearance but also restored his self-confidence. Achieving such progress in just 6 months, especially for an advanced stage of baldness, is truly impressive. If you are looking for similar results, don't wait any longer. Book a consultation with our experts today.
Now, let's move on to the next patient.
In today's time, hair transplant success is not driven by trends. It is driven by technology and technique. Today, we are sharing the complete transformation journey of two real patients. Patient 1 is experiencing diffuse grade 4A hair loss, while patient 2 is dealing with diffuse grade 5. In 2026, hair transplants will no longer be just about covering bald areas. They are about choosing the right technique to achieve results that are natural, long-lasting, and consistent over time. Most people focus only on final results, but very few understand how those results are actually achieved. The truth is simple. Technique is the foundation of every successful hair transplant. In this video, our entire focus is on the QHT Quick Hair Transplant technique. This advanced approach allows us to achieve higher graft survival, improved density, and long-term natural growth, especially in cases of diffuse hair loss. This is not just a simple video. Even here, you will see two real patients' journeys, real procedures, real progress, and real outcomes. In this video, you will learn how a hair transplant is performed using the QHT technique, why the right technique matters more than anything else. If you are ready to transform your look and regain your confidence, then visit QHT Clinic, which is now in Haridwar, Delhi, Gurugram and Hyderabad. Book your consultation today and take the first step toward your own stunning transformation. First, let us take a look at the situation before the hair transplant of both patients to understand the starting point of their hair transplant journey. Patient 1 was facing the challenges of diffuse grade 4A hair loss and underwent a transplant approximately 12 months ago, while patient 2 was facing the challenges of diffuse grade 5 hair loss and underwent a transplant approximately 8 months ago. In the case of patient 1, the frontal area was almost completely bald and the mid-scalp was thinning while the crown had started to lose density. Experiencing such hair loss at a young age can feel concerning, but it is a natural pattern of male hair loss and nothing to be ashamed of. Patient 2 was facing diffuse grade 5 hair loss with a significantly thinned hairline, miniaturized follicles, receded temples, and a thinning frontal area while the crown had a missing swirl. In both patients, the donor areas were thick, strong, and healthy, which played a crucial role in the success of their hair transplant journey. Now, let us move to the most important first step of a hair transplant, which is the design of the hairline, and understand why it is so crucial and how, at QHT Clinic, every patient achieves natural results after seeing their previous conditions. It is clear that the hairline is an essential part of facial symmetry. If the hairline is not created according to a patient's facial features, it can affect the overall appearance. The hairline is a key element of facial balance, and if it is not designed properly, it can disrupt the harmony of the entire face. This is why it is always important to trust the doctor's advice, as they will recommend a hairline that best suits your face shape and features. Before designing the hairline, our experts first trimmed the hair of both patients to get a clear view of the scalp. Then the scalp was thoroughly washed with betadine to remove oil and dirt, ensuring that no issues would arise while marking the hairline. In patient 1's case, a custom-shaped hairline was designed keeping in mind their facial features and young age. The hairline was carefully marked from a precise glabella point, and the entire affected area was mapped to guide the transplant accurately. In patient 2's case, a custom-designed hairline was also created. In addition to the hairline, the temples were carefully designed to complete the facial frame. The frontal and crown areas were also precisely marked to ensure accurate graft placement. The hairline acts as a roadmap for the transplant. A clearly defined and natural hairline helps achieve a clean, natural, and long-lasting result, guiding the entire procedure and ensuring that the final outcome looks completely natural. Want a perfectly natural hairline that suits your face? Book your appointment with our experts today and start your transformation. After the markings were complete, we move forward to the slit creation process, one of the most crucial steps in a hair transplant. Within the pre-marked zones, our surgeons carefully create tiny slits that determine the exact direction, angle, depth, and density of each graft. For both patients, the advanced zigzag technique was used in the hairline to achieve a soft, natural, and seamless appearance. Every slit was customized according to the patient's facial proportions and baldness pattern, ensuring perfect balance and natural growth. This step forms the true foundation for results that are not only long-lasting but also completely natural in look and feel. After the slits were completed, our experts began the graft extraction and implantation process, carefully following the direction and angulation that were created earlier. Now, let us understand the graft procedure for each patient, one by one. For patient 1, our experts implanted single and fine hair follicles in a natural zigzag pattern to create a soft and realistic hairline. This technique helped restore his complete facial frame. In the frontal and mid-scalp areas, double and triple hair follicles were implanted to achieve optimal volume and density. In total, 3,200 grafts were implanted, all carefully extracted from the safe donor zone, ensuring healthy and long-lasting results. Patient 2 presented with a more advanced stage of baldness compared to patient 1. To maintain a natural and soft appearance, our experts first implanted single and thin follicles in the hairline zone. Following this, double and triple follicles were implanted in the frontal and mid-scalp regions to enhance density and coverage. In the crown area, special attention was given to recreating the natural swirl pattern. Here, single, double, and triple hair follicles were implanted at varying angles to ensure a realistic and natural crown appearance. In this case, a total of 3,500 grafts were extracted from the donor area, allowing for comprehensive coverage and balanced density. These transplanted follicles are naturally resistant to DHT, which helps ensure long-lasting, stable, and completely natural-looking results. So watch the video until the end because every minute is packed with valuable information and real transformation. Comment and tell us which patient's results you found the most impressive and why. Now, let's take a look at patient 1's post-surgery journey through the pictures that he personally shared with us. These images are from days 4, days 5, days 6, days 7, and days 8. After his first head wash, where you can clearly see the crust formation on the scalp, which is a completely normal part of the healing process. And here are his day 10 and day 11 pictures, where you can notice that the crusts have been completely removed and the follicles have settled properly into the scalp. Now, let's move ahead and take a closer look at the progress journey of both patients leading up to their final results. 1 month progress of patient 1. 1 month after the transplant, patient 1 visited the clinic for his follow-up. During this stage, our experts observed nearly 50% shedding, which is a normal part of the hair transplant process. At the same time, the patient's native hair had started growing, which is clearly visible on the scalp. You can notice the difference in his overall scalp condition. Additionally, the donor area had completely healed, showing healthy recovery. "12 months result of patient 1. Now, let's take a look at patient 1's 12 months results. His hairline has been completely transformed and is now well defined, framing the frontal area perfectly. The frontal region gained excellent volume and density, and the mid-scalp was also well covered with hair. Overall, the patient's appearance has changed significantly. When we compare these results with his initial condition, the transformation is clearly visible. Earlier, the scalp showed visible thinning, but now the patient can confidently cut and style his hair, enjoying a natural and fuller look. If you're also facing similar challenges, then right now, share your scalp picture with our experts and they'll guide you on what works best for you. Now let's move to patient 2's journey, where he was facing diffuse grade 5 hair loss, which presented more advanced challenges compared to patient 1. 1 month progress of patient 2. 1 month after the transplant, this patient was in the shedding phase with nearly 60% shedding visible, which is a normal part of the recovery process. By this time, the donor area had completely healed, as you can clearly see on the scalp. In the upcoming months, new hair growth is expected to begin, which you will see as the progress continues. 8 months results of patient 2. Now, let's look at patient 2's 8 months results. When we compare these results with his earlier stages, a clear and visible transformation can be seen on the scalp. The hairline and temples were perfectly defined. The frontal area achieved voluminous density, and the crown developed a well-formed swirl pattern, as seen in the patient's case. At this stage, the patient can now confidently style and flaunt his hair according to his preference. Our patient 1 achieved his final and complete results at the 12-month mark, while patient 2 showed strong and noticeable results by the 8-month stage. Because hair growth varies from patient to patient, every individual heals and grows at a different pace. Scientifically, the final and most stable results of a hair transplant are achieved around 12 months after the procedure. This is why patients, proper care and regular follow-ups are essential to achieve the best and most natural outcome. This marks the complete transformation of our two patients. We hope you found their journeys truly inspiring, because turning a bald look into a bold look is never easy. It takes expert planning, advanced technology, and most importantly, the patient's trust. If you are also looking to completely transform your appearance, don't wait. Book your consultation with our experts today and take the first step toward a new, more confident you.
Hello friends, if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please like this video, share and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you will get update on every video.